What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so look, man, let's talk about this. LeBron Ramon James loves to ride other people's waves. I mean, it's just something that he does. He loves to attach himself to other people who are having momentary success or had a great moment, a great game, whatever the case may be, he will do that. He always wants to, he's the ultimate front runner. And right now, the Lakers are struggling. When you consider the level of competition they played has been kind of front heavy bums. They're 20-17 on the year, which I believe is ninth in the Western Conference. So correct me if I'm wrong in that one. They're ninth in the Western Conference, I believe they are. And as a matter of fact, even though they're 20-17, they're only 10-15, I believe, versus teams with a winning record. So that goes to show you how bum heavy their overall record is. But anyway, he was on, I think it's called the New Heights podcast with Jason and Travis Kelce. And they started talking about Cleveland sports in particular, what was it now? 8 years ago, I guess, now, when LeBron and the Cavaliers won that championship. They started talking about them and the Indians, who he jinxed by rooting for them. And then they started talking about the Cavaliers today. And you'll see what I'm talking about in this clip, how he sneakily tries to add himself into these conversations.
Cleveland one time, baby. Cleveland would be the only sports town to win a series 3-1, and then baseball the exact next series lose 3-1. We could have been on top of the world forever, man.
We could have been on top of the world forever, but it's all good. Cleveland, by the way, the Cavs look amazing right now as well. They got another opportunity.
We are rolling.
Yeah, I hope they keep it going. They got an opportunity to do something special. So, I'm glad I was able to put on first, set the trend, and hopefully we keep it going.
We go Cavs.
There you go, baby.
So, let me get this straight. Give me 1 second. Fuck off, my man. So, he said, I'm glad I was able to set the tone and we keeping it rolling. So maybe, look, let me say this first. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe there's something that he said out of context that maybe I'm misreading what he said. Maybe. Okay? I'll put that out there. Maybe there's something that I'm missing. Okay? But it sounds to me like he said, it's great, basically. Well, it's great what Cleveland's doing. I was able to set the tone, and I'm glad that they're keeping it rolling. Thereby, attaching himself and giving himself credit, indirectly, at the very least, for what's going on in Cleveland. That's what it sounds like to me, what he just said. Ultimate front runner, man. Drake finding that out right now. When Drake's hot, he's your best, it's your buddy, that's your friend, you know what I'm saying? Drake loses this so-called beef with Kendrick Lamar, and Drake all of a sudden the butter jokes. Here he go, Don Keenan his ass onto the other side, dancing with Kendrick Lamar and dancing with DeMar DeRozan, and dancing to He Not Like Us, and song that calls Drake and accuse him of being a super creep. That was your boy. That was your guy. Donating $1 million to your goddamn I Promise school, and you dance to a song that disses him. Now, I'm not saying the way Drake is moving, I agree with everything, but come on, man. That's what LeBron does, man. He's a front runner. They don't want you over there, man. They moved on nicely from you. You know what I'm saying? They moved on nicely from you. They built a nice team. They got the best record. They don't need none of your toxicity coming back over there. Keep your ass in LA. They don't need none of your drama, none of your prima donna BS, none of that stuff. Stay your ass out. Now I get it. He's an Akron native. I understand that. I get it. I understand. But you're a Laker now. Okay? You're a Laker. It's nice for you to say nice things about them, but their success has nothing to do with you. Nothing. Nobody on that roster was part of those championship teams or that one championship team. I forgot to admit. Because the way they talk about LeBron, talk about that Cleveland team, you think they were a dynasty. But none of the people on that roster were part of that 2016 team. Hell, most of those guys are probably retired by now. They was able to rebuild a team that's not, built with multiple superstars. I mean, you got Donovan Mitchell, but they're such a well-oiled machine. They're so well put together. They don't need Donovan Mitchell to have great performances. Matter of fact, hell, they probably win a couple games without him. They're doing something special right now in Cleveland. Same thing with OKC, which proves that you don't need to have super teams. You don't need to collude with other stars to be successful in the NBA. So stay your ass out of Cleveland. Come back, when you retired, you can come back then, but they don't need your meddling. And don't try to attach yourself to anything dealing with them, because that's what you're doing. You try to worry about fixing what's going on in LA. You just go to Clutch headquarters and send a memo to all of your sycophants and the media about what superstar need to target next, as far as putting pressure on them to go to LA and fix a team that can't be fixed. Not as long as you're part of it. But yeah, man, I had to share that with y'all, man. I set the tone. We set the tone. You didn't set nothing. Didn't you quit on them before? You quit on the Cavaliers. Oh, God, man. Anyway, that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you got to say.